Hello there. So this week's freebie are some really cute little specimen slides. So I've got these, they've got little windows. There are kind of fairies and roses in them already. What we're going to do with these ones though is we're going to cut them out, and I'm just going to put a bit of packing tape on top just to give it that sort of really slide pocket feel. First up though, we need to get these cut out. I'm going to do that off camera and I'll be back very shortly. Okay, so I'm back and we are all cut out and scored. So you can see I've cut these out. So what I've done is these little pictures here were originally in the middle. I've gone and cut them out and cut out the white sections. So I'm going to replace these sections here with some packing tape. So these are the cards. You can see that there's 4. You can either back them and then have 2 cards in each, or glue them back to back like that for one double-sided card. If you want to get fancy, you can make that a little open thing. It's up to you. So that's those, and there are some little label guys as well. They can go on the cards if you want that, just that little bit of extra writing space. I might put a couple on. There are 4, but I don't think we need 4. All right, so this is the fun with the packing tape. Now this is a bit fiddly, so do excuse me, this may take a few goes. I'm just going to get this tape moving. It is very thin tape and I'm just wrecking my nails doing this. Oh no. Okay. Come on tape, behave yourself. All right. Okay, so my tape's actually working. That's good. Let's do this. I'm only going to do one of these. I've only got the patience for one right now. We'll do one and then I'll do the other one kind of off camera for the, you know, the little display photos. So I'm just going to pop that there. So I'll pop that on the top surface. I'm going to cut it there. And so I've got a sticky surface now. I know I kind of didn't do that very neatly because it's now wrinkled, but never mind. I'm going to pop one of my fairies face down onto that. But as you see, that sort of shows her face up. And then I'm going to go in with another layer of tape on the top. And this is where this tape's awful. It tends to split because it's so thin. Take me a little go around. Okay, so I think that's going to be enough. And then I'm just covering up that side. So I've kind of sandwiched that fairy in there. Grab my scissors and remove all this lovely sticky stuff. But that's sort of given me a slide, as it were. Cut that off. And I'm just going to go over it with my nail to flatten it out as much as I can. They're a bit rustic, but you know, that's okay. Okay, so I've just laminated her in there. I'll cut that bit off too. Get rid of all our extra sticky. Oh man, sticky. But that's one side done. And my tape split, so I'm going to have some fun with that. If you buy better quality tape, and I do need to go and find some better quality tape than this, because this is a bit frustrating. It's good because it's thin though. I like because it's thin, that it doesn't kind of add huge amounts of bulk to my little pocket. So that's kind of good. So I'm kind of you know, telling myself I need to go and buy some more tape. But do I really, or am I just kind of happy to struggle with this to get the result I want? Questions. Okay, so I just had some off-camera fun with this. Let's go again. Maybe I'll get this one neater, hey? That'd be good. All right. So on the outside, I am sticking this onto a surface that I can pull the tape off. So just be careful that you don't sort of tape your pocket down to your bench and be on a surface that will allow you to kind of pull it off cleanly. Okay, so there's my other fairy gone in. And I'm just going to cover this last sticky side. So it's all a bit fiddly, but I actually love how it turns out, which is good, because that's what you want really, isn't it? Okay, so cut off these extra bits of tape, and you can see I've got my two fairies in their little slide pockets now, little specimen slides, and I can go ahead and actually glue that closed. So I'm just going to give it more of a rub over. You know, this is where imperfection is your friend, really. I think you guys know me by now. I'm not a overly perfectionist with the construction. I like to be a perfectionist with the images and when I'm building the kit, but the construction can be a little bit more free flow, free form. Okay. Okay, so I'll let that dry. What I'm going to do is just making little pockets like this, just make sure that the glue doesn't ooze out of the sides. Cool, so that's good. These ones are going to slide in. I'm going to glue them back to back. That's our little pocket made. A bit of weight on that's going to flatten it out. It is a little bit contorted just from the tape. Go ahead and cut that little bit of white off as well. There we go. It's a bit tidier. We shall glue these back to back. And then off camera I'll go and wrangle the other one. But I think this gives you a pretty good idea of the process. And it just adds another little interactive element to your journals. It's just that little bit different. And these little sort of one pages, you know, you can kind of do them in half an hour. So if you just find yourself with a little bit of time, you don't want to sort of pull out everything, you can just print off one of these. I've got a file of them. That when I've got a bit of a moment, I can just pull out and create, and it just yeah, it means you can make good use of your time and get that sort of little dopamine hit that you finish something, which is kind of cool too. Okay, just trim that down. I'll let that dry, but that's my little card, and she will live in there. Now pocket's gone and glued itself. All right, there we go. I'm not going to leave that in to dry. I don't want it to get stuck in there. So I'll pull it out and let that all dry. And as I mentioned, I'll go and wrangle the rest off camera. I may actually, these ones are quite empty at the bottom, so I might put the little labels on them. I think that would look cool. There we go. just add a little bit of something to those cards. And I've done the wrong one in the wrong one. Okay, she goes in there, and then they go in here. All good, easily sorted. And then I've got my 2 little roses for in there. Okay, my love, so that's how I do these. Just a bit of fun. And these are our freebies, so you can go and grab this from our Ko-Fi. These are available on our Ko-Fi. They are there for a limited time. If you've got a membership, they'll also be in the Ephemera folder too, so they're all together. So there we go. Have fun with that. Do subscribe so you can catch up with my other videos. Thanks so much.